Hello again, friends. This is episode 4 of my Let's Play, but in reality, it's more like episode 3.5. And I realize now that what I forgot... Okay, so basically, I owned Ride to Victory, I owned Lock on Victory and Stride to Victory on my 3DS, and I did not have Ride to Victory. So, there was something about this game I did not realize until just now when I tried to record this a few minutes earlier. And that's that there is a save button. So, the reason why I never did this on Citra is because I could never get the game to actually freaking save. And what I'm realizing now, and you can see that Morikawa is back as if I had never beat him in the first place. What I'm realizing is that I need to hit that save button, otherwise the game doesn't save. So, we're going to test this out. And I'm actually going to save and reboot the emulator after beating Morikawa. And if it saves, then we know that it was user error. And if it doesn't save, then this Let's Run is essentially dead, and I will transition to a different game. But it's just something we're going to have to play by ear here. The good news is that I do have a capture card, so I could stream the rest of me getting my last few Mega Colony cards in the 3DS version of the game. Or not 3DS, the Switch version of the game. But this run may be dead depending on how this particular match goes. So we will wait and see.
Stand up, Vanguard.
Okay, so who's Morikawa here? Because I'm looking a little bit confused. Top deck? This is actually a misplay. I should have rode this. That way I could have the extra soul for Shubelia. Make up the card I just lost. But being grade locked isn't something you really have to deal with in Vanguard right now, and even if it was... I mean, G-Assist has still been a thing for a very long time, and I would have hit the G-Assist there. Man, that's unfortunate, though. So, we'll see how this plays out. Hopefully he stays grade locked for the rest of the match. That way I don't, you know, lose. I actually really like this play. The draw trigger is not going to be useful anyway, so... Oh, this is going to be so bad if I can't save. Of course, if that's the case, that makes you wonder why the game doesn't have autosave. I should have maybe picked the games that I had played before, like Lock on Victory, but we'll see how this goes. I'm dreading this so much right now. This is almost like I don't want to know what the answer to this is. Because if Citra doesn't save the states properly for this specific game, I guess that's whatever, but that means that, you know, going through the series is going to be impossible. I suppose I could just play this, lose a game, and then not have to record this, but I also feel like if this is going to be the last game I play, it should be shown, I guess. But man, this is going to be a sucky last game, to be completely honest. I'm so stressed out about whether or not this is going to work that I'm not doing commentary, and I apologize for that. It's just, I'm actually super stressed out about this. Alright. Plus, what kind of commentary do you actually need against Morikawa? It's like, he's not ever having any shield, so I bonked him, now he's dead.
Vanguard にアタック。スキル発動。ノーガード。ドライブチェック。クリティカルと。
Nice. Alright, next turn we should know for sure.
ターンエンド。俺のターンだ。スタンド。おう。これでしょ。
I still think it would be hilarious if there was ever a game where Morikawa just didn't ride to grade 3 while being on grade 2.
コール。ガードにアタック。ノーガード。ドライブチェック。ダメージチェック。クリティカルと。
Lol. I do believe that's what the children call getting wrecked. Alrighty, in this case, we do not need the extra power of Shibelia. We do need the extra soul for Mr. Invincible, so we'll go this route. And I get on flip. Wow, it's just a free holiday here. Alrighty. I'm gonna check a grade 3 and stand this, not that that matters. I believe. I didn't believe hard enough. Alright, that's 250 VP. We got 450 the whole freaking way last time. It's too bad Blockade sucks in this game. He's okay in the second game. Okay, time for the moment of truth. We are going to save, assuming that this says save. I just kind of guessed. And we're going to see if we have 250 VP and if Morikawa is no longer available to fight.
Cardfight, Vanguard, Ride 2.
Okay, so it was user error. I need to keep in mind that I have to save between each run. So 3.5, everything I did got erased, but that also kind of doesn't matter because I lost because I'm bad. So there you have it, folks. We're gonna fight this guy again. Rematch! Okay, so less stressful now. We can actually continue the run, and we're not gonna have those same issues that we had before. Oh wow, I made this deck almost 3 months ago. No, you stop that. Just kidding, we're never gonna get to play. Yeah! You go away.
Stand up! Vanguard!
Alrighty. So I want to keep the Death Armies, so we will ride Queen of Sword, or Queen of Heart. And pass. Since his highest strength Vanguard can't be higher than 10k, We'll ride Shubelia and have the 7k behind her. And then that'll give us a guaranteed 20k. That's going to really force out some shield and beat the living crap out of them.
Vanguard にアタックでござる。ノーガード。ダメージチェック。クリティカル。
Okay, so I could drop a 10k and just completely stop this attack. I will also stop his filtration with Airmo. Yeah, we'll go for that. Sutherland from the motherland. Alrighty. Hopefully we get a grade 2 this turn. Doesn't really matter which one, although Jack would be preferable. But I mean, King of Sword would be good too. I'll take it. So in this case, we're going to ride Hungry Dumpty over here. We'll have King and Queen over here. And we'll call this here. So that gives us 20 and 16. We've only seen 2 triggers so far, so we still have 10 crits left. 25% chance. I'll take it. And 20 to 8. He's not guarding this one. So his most reliable way to be able to force me to discard isn't really an option. He's going to have to use Conroe and call Shigasumi in front of Dreadmaster. But then, in doing so, he's adding a bunch more cards to his hand that's going to make it more difficult for him to actually get it to happen. Alrighty, I don't think any of these are actually worth guarding. Okay, neither of us really has crap for shield, so this is going to be a going face fest. I guess it doesn't really matter where I put it. I don't want to give up my 20k row, so I'll take that one too. So in this case, I'm just going to go with Shubelia. Well, I mean, I didn't draw Invincible, so I guess it doesn't matter, but I definitely want the power over everything else I could have here. Alrighty. Just gonna push him to 3 if he doesn't hit a trigger. Okay, he did. But if he hadn't hit a trigger, he would have been in some pretty bad trouble, because if I hit a single crit, he pretty much has no way to deal with it. But now that he can drop a 10k shield on my King of Sword attack, it's gonna be a little bit easier for him to reasonably stop this. If I hit 2 crits though, he's dead. But I'm not really like banking on that happening. Oh, that's not good. So we got good news and we got bad news. So the really bad news here is that he's going to have so few cards in hand that his Shigasumi row will actually be able to force a discard. But the good news is that he doesn't have really crap for a hand, so he's gonna die next turn. I don't know if that was in his best interest. Alright, in this case we'll intercept. He's gonna have more cards in hand, but the other one is not gonna make a row difference. So we just need him to not hit more triggers than I hit. So, like I said, I lose again. Wow. I was outskilled. So, if I can't beat him, I can't get VP. And if I can't get VP, I can't build better decks. And if I can't build better decks, then I can't win. Wait a second. Oh, crap. No wonder I'm not winning. I just realized that my deck is not the no grade 3 deck that I was trying to run anyway. So I'm like sitting here trying to play a deck that's not good to begin with. Oh, well, I'll give this one more go. And then I'll build a different deck after this. But man, that's actually like really unfortunate. I was like not even realizing that one of the reasons why I'm doing so poorly is because I just don't have the deck that I've been wanting to play anyway. It's hard not to be scatterbrained when you keep going through this every few weeks, playing for just a little bit of time, and then all of your progress gets lost and you don't even realize it. So I'm thinking that like between episodes 2 and 3 I lost all my progress as well, because I remembered getting cards in episode 2, and then episode 3 happened and I was like, didn't I get these cards before? So I'm guessing that that's most likely what's been happening the whole time. So we are actually only on episode 2 of this Let's Play. See, I'm just like Vanguard, I just reboot every single time you see me. Can you not beat my face in, please? He's running stand triggers, which is anti-synergistic with his own deck, but... well, we'll see what he does. Whatever, I'll take it. Psycho strongest one to pass. So none of his units are strong enough to actually like swing over mine, which is good news here. I can't use Kirara. That's gonna be a big boy. I really needed to have a more exploitative deck if I was going to be playing this. Right now, my deck isn't very exploitative, and what I mean by exploitative is a deck that takes advantage of the weaknesses of my opponent, their deck, or their playstyle. And Kage Royals did that so well by having nothing but 8Ks. Any of their 7Ks would have just been incapable of hitting over my Vanguard. Same thing goes with the 10K the next turn. And then by guarding early, it would have kept them from building up my damage even when they were rushing. And it would have given them a lot more difficulties throughout the course of the game, transitioning into 16 crits and just
コールでござる
completely obliterating them later on.
ヴァンガードにアタックでござる
Alright. Do I want to do that? Yeah.
ガード ヴァンガードにアタックでござる
Well, I'm going to discard a card anyway, so let's just discard this one.
ヴァンガードにアタックでご
Since
ざ
he's
る
running stands, this isn't going to do more than 1 damage. If it does,
ドライブチェ
so
ックで
we're
ござ
fine.
るヒルト ダメージチェック
So in this particular matchup, I might actually swing at his rear guard. We'll see.
ターンエンドでござる僕のターンスタンド
Because he needs 2 Nubatama units in the same row to be able to pull that off.
これでファイト
I wish I had a different Death Army out, because then I could just put Shubelia on the other side. Oh well. It's not that I can't, it's just not a good idea. Okay, so we're already higher in damage, so we'll do this. Get the card draw.
ノーガードでござる
I'm gonna draw a heal trigger and then feel real bad. That's how this works, right? Nice.
ヴァンガードにアタックノーガードでござるドライブチェック
Whole lot of nothing.
ターンエンド拙者のターンでござるハンドでござるドローでござる拙者の必須コールでござるヴァンガードにアタックでござる
So this is the only one I actually have to guard. Yeah, we got plenty of counter blasts.
ガードヴァンガードにアタックでござる
We'll go ahead and drop a 10k here, since that's not gonna hit.
ガード
So Side can do whatever it wants to do.
ドライブチェックでござる
A little bit spooked by those Hagakureis. Oh wait, they can't be used. Ha! That was always the hardest thing about making a Nubatama deck, was that the Hagakureis just don't function if you don't have a Nubatama Vanguard. But when I made No Hand, No Stand, when set 13 came out, I was able to make that work by running Daidara Hoshi, the 5k if you have a Limit Break Vanguard, 12k
僕のターン
attacker on rear guard if it attacks a Vanguard. And that worked out pretty nice.
スキル発動コールスキル発動
Alrighty, let's bonk him. This time we're going to attack Vanguard first, only because heals are
ヴァン
alive,
ガードにアタックノーガードでござ
and
る
we have a good chance to get a crit in and potentially push this one step closer to ending. Or we just don't drive check triggers, that's fine. They're overrated anyway. If only I had an over trigger,
ヴァンガードにアタック
that would fix all of my problems.
ヴァンガードにアタックガードでござる
It's just such a terrible build, and I've lost to it 2 games in a
ターン
row.
拙者のターンでござる
So, like, stand triggers don't work, because for the Nubatama cards, in order to force them to discard, you need to have less cards in your hand. But stand triggers happen after your opponent is already guarding your Vanguard, and after you've drove checked those 2 cards. So there's no real way that it's ever going to proc off of something like that. Yeah, we'll do that. It's amazing what just having 1,000 more power on your Vanguard does in this game. At least at this stage of it. Honestly, it was better for the decks that had 12Ks versus the 13Ks. I remember playing no damage Mill Colon, and I actually greatly appreciated the fact that I could attack with my Vanguard and just not hit, ever, on purpose. Ah, you're late. Alright, this should be the last turn. Although I suppose the 10k shield is big enough to stop any of the attacks, so if I don't hit triggers again, that might cause a problem. Not running stands, so might as well just go this direction. If I hit 2 triggers, then that's actually... oh, never mind. If I hit a trigger, it's just going on Vanguard now, but... play like an idiot, but look like a genius. That's how that works. I don't know if there's anything that would mix well enough with Nubatama to actually merit running the deck this early. Actually, no, there was Dungaree. I like to use Dungaree with the deck, that's true. So with set 8 Narukami, I would just essentially play some pretty generic beaters, like, oh. So I'd play cards like, oh, what's it called? Hex Cannon Wyvern, that's it. Because Hex Cannon Wyvern was pretty much an 11k all the time. And when it wasn't, they never guarded, so it was just a win-win. I'm actually in trouble. Okay, you didn't hit a trigger. We're good. That would have sucked to lose to this guy again. That would have been the 3rd time in a row. I mean, at that point, like, I just have to hang up my card fighting gloves and just be like, you know what? It's over. We're done. I couldn't cut it. I just wasn't good enough. Alright, so I have a Shubelia in hand, don't I? Yeah. So we're going to ride Shubelia because it hits an extra stage, and we already have the soul to get the last draw that we want off of it. We're not getting another draw. So, we're going to go that route. Man, I really wish Jack was in this row, because then I could get an extra stage out of that, too. Oh well. In this case, we will swing Vanguard first again because of crits. And since it's been so long since we've seen a crit, it's going to happen this drive check, at least one. It's going to suck when I crit through that. Here it comes. Here's the crit. I don't even feel good. That took way too long. How much VP do I get, though? Ew. That is literally a quarter of a box. That is not good enough. Okay, so I have 1100. Do I have Cat Butlers? I think I do. So then we need to go to set 4 and try and get Prometheuses. If I can get the Prometheuses, that should be a good enough starting point that we can work from there. I believe in the sack. Alright, what did we get? Where are the triggers? Okay, so we got one Prometheus. Dang it. I didn't believe hard enough. Sorry, guys. Getting some bugs, though. I like bugs. Alright. So not the best, but we'll try and work with what we got. Alright, so we can run 13 crits. Yeah! Hello, game? Are you there? Are you kidding me? Did the game really just break and I hadn't saved it? Is this real life? Or is it just fantasy?
Cardfight, Vanguard.
So I had to reboot. So I finally beat him. And I had no idea that I was going to lose all of my progress by just going to the shop and trying to spin my points. And then I was going to save after making the deck. But I wanted to see if I could get Prometheus's first. This is honestly the biggest headache. And if the game is going to crash like that, I don't know if I want to keep going with this. Like, I've struggled through this. I think this might be where I have to call it quits because this is honestly stupid. The VP is so slow. The only way that I could possibly do this is if I grinded this offline and then came back with decks. So I'm either going to do that, grind offline and get decks so that I can come back and actually showcase the decks in their meta, or I'm going to have to quit this one way or This is the dumbest thing that I've ever encountered. How do I, like, resolve this? Because now I've literally just lost this entire playthrough of progress for the third playthrough in a row. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it. I may just try and do a Let's Play of the other one because this is getting silly. Might try and do Ride on Victory, might try and do Lock on Victory. Or, sorry, Lock to Victory or Stride to Victory. I think it's a lot easier and faster to get cards in those games. It just wouldn't be in the same meta. And I was trying to get that set 9 meta, but at this point it's looking like it's just failing. I have made exactly 2 wins worth of progress over 4 Let's Plays. And those wins worth of progress honestly weren't even that great. I feel like if I restarted this, I might actually be ahead of where I am now with what I'm trying to get, now that I remember what I'm looking for. So this is honestly just insanely problematic. I'm gonna build a different deck. Hi. You'd think left would go left, but no, it goes to the bottom. That's just strange. Alright. Grade 3s are dumb. Maybe if I sigh enough, the game will fix itself. 8-Ball says outlook not good. I mean, there's incentive for me to farm the earlier games, because you can transfer cards between the games. And the earlier games give you the advantage of having... The earlier games give the advantage of having an SP guaranteed in every box that the last game doesn't have. So I might go that route. We'll figure that out too. So that's going to be our new starter for now. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. Battle Razor's going to have to be the starter. Alright, so take heals out. We need 4 more triggers. I don't have any Prometheus yet, actually. But we have the stand triggers, so yeah, that's fine. Alright, we'll make that work. Okay, so we're at 57 cards. We need to cut down on grade 1s and grade 2s. So we have... That card's not really that useful. We got the high-powered Riser Customs. I don't think Counterblast 1 to swing for 9k is what we're looking for here. We're fine on grade 1s. It's the grade 2s that we need to cut down on. So this card's a really good Vanguard because if you have 5 cards on the field, including it, then it gets to draw a card. Otherwise, you need a full board for it to work on rearguard, but just free card draw seems nice. And it's pretty exploitative to get in this meta. Well, not in this meta, with this AI, because the computer has no idea how to play the game. Let me see. I guess that we may not need all of these Death Army Rooks. So then, that looks about like what we're looking for. Yeah. Go ahead and save that. I don't know if I can come back and play him again for the 3rd Let's Play in a row. So I'm going to see if I can beat him quickly. If it looks like I'm about to lose, or if I do lose, I'm just going to rage quit, you know. At this point, I feel like I've earned a rage quit, so... We'll see how that goes. This is honestly the dumbest Let's Play that's ever happened. Oh, I didn't set a starter. No, don't do this again. Don't do this to me. Thank you. Good, good. All we need is some more cards. Not the card I was looking for. Okay, so here we have a decision to make. But I think I'll just leave it as is. We're probably not going to get the riser, but if we do, then we can just sit on a 16k all game, which would be nice. I may have made a mistake, because while I understand that I wouldn't be able to do this later, I just don't have the heart for it. I'm not sure I can do it now. I'm actually really salty right now. That's not great. We do have 3 stands, so how do I want to do this? That's good. I don't want to play the other cat, or the other jack yet. Let's do it this way. They'll still be able to swing into this guy, but we have the advantage that right now, because of how the board is set up, I can draw, which will be nice. Okay, so we got 15 in 1 row, so let's do this. On hit draw. Alright, just don't draw a crit trigger. Son of a... Alright, give me another crit. Oh well, this is still such a strong early power play that it's not going to make a difference.
ノーガードでござる
Never mind, it made a difference.
ターンエンド拙者のターンでござるハンドでござるドローでござるインポ変わり身の術スキル発動コールでござるコールでござるコールでござるコールでござる
Nice board, nerd.
ヴァンガードにアタックでござる
Alright. Well, we're gonna be cycling you out anyway.
ガードヴァンガードにアタックでござる ノーガード
I'll take this one.
ダメージチェッククリット ヴァンガードにアタックでござる
He's not running crits, but I'll play this anyway.
ドライブチェックでござるスタンドリアガードにアタックでござるノーガード
Alright, in this case, Tough Boy and Cat Butler make a row, so we'll probably go that route. Ooh! Although he's only at 2 right now, so we're actually going to play Jack since he can still intercept. It's going to cost too much to keep Jack around, though. Okay, so we will swing this row first. Get him to 3. He's not going to guard my middle row. You know what? Let's boost this time. It's a huge power bonus. And I don't think he'll guard this one either. So maybe I can just play no guard chicken with him. And if I put Tough Boy behind Brutal Jack, then it's going to hit 15k on all of his Vanguards. And then this will also give us stand triggers to punish him at 5. So, it seems like a more ideal strategy than what I was going for before. I have a 5k in hand to guard with. Just to keep myself alive. And since he's only running stands, I don't think anything that he stands is going to be able to hit my Vanguard. So we should be okay. And then worst case scenario, I have to intercept. Yeah, I really need to like make a dedicated deck if I'm gonna do something like this. You did it. No guard. And then just random crit. What? So Sagakure is actually live, but that doesn't matter. Alright, this is the final turn! There's some nice rows.
キル発動。スキル発動。
I really like Hagakure as a card. It's really stupid. The way I used to play it is I would have a Nubatama Vanguard and then just hand dump on the last attack for the turn so that I'd have 0 cards in hand and then proc them all. Make them discard down right before my turn starts and then I'd just steamroll them. Oh, I actually got extra bonus VP to make up for the loss that I lost. If I lost losing, does that mean that the loss actually happened? Nehalem and Tejas. Okay, so I have made it back to where I was before again. Yeah. Hit the magic save button. I will open packs next time, probably after another game or two. Let's see, do I actually get to play someone different this time? We got Miwa. And that's it. Looks like I have to do the trial deck thing. That's a whatever burger. I'll eat it. Alright, so... now that I know what I'm doing wrong, I'm going to restart after having just saved it. Make sure that the save stuck. Because if it did not, then this Let's Play is over. But if it did, I will probably do another episode. Alright, so long story short, I'm an idiot. And that's pretty much the moral of this story. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.